Hey guys, LucarioShirona here, and we're on to the third episode of Pokemon Evolutions. Actually, this episode came out yesterday, and I was doing personal stuff, and it kind of got away from me recording this episode. So apparently today is the they aired a new episode of Pokemon Journeys, or the the original airing Japanese episode where Cynthia comes back. Yes. Unfortunately, I most likely won't be reacting to the main series episodes. So bear with me. I don't think I don't know. I don't think I'll be actually doing reactions to those. As much as I would love to do a reaction of the return of my favorite champion, that's probably not gonna be the case. So instead, we're going to be watching The Visionary, the X and Y episode. So let's begin. Okay, I think I remember. Ah, man, it's been a long time, so I forgot the name of the location here in X and Y. Is it a wild one? I think it is a wild. Oh no. What's going on? Oh yeah! I remember the weapon. The old... Oh gosh! Okay, yeah, whoever lives there, they lost their homes now. Oh, yeah, you don't... Oh gosh! You really don't want to... You don't want to live there now. Dang! Oh man. Weapon. Yeah, I think I remember suggesting that this is where Mega Evolutions first originated from.
Reclaim the legendary Pokemon's power.
Lore-wise, not when they first created, when Game Freak first created, but oh man. So are we seeing this in the perspective of Lysandre? Because this is where like another recreation, there's another reanimation of what's going on in the battle. Yeah. This is if you capture the Xerneas or Evital. Yeah. He is. Yep, he is. Oh, they recreated that. How surprising. Serena. He is not happy.
Everything beautiful should stay that way. Forever.
Okay. Oh, okay, are we seeing the perspective?
Youth may be beautiful, but it's not all there is to life. Everything changes.
I would make this world unchanging and eternal. This world will eventually reach the point of no return. Pokemon shall no longer exist.
Yes, that's one possibility, but it doesn't mean it's true.
Carlos is beautiful right now. I can't stand the thought of the world becoming uglier.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, this is new. This is actually... This feels fresh.
I will ever make you understand how I think and feel.
Dang.
The original purpose of this device was to give life, not take it. There's not much power left, but there is enough to use it once.
Oh, man.
I shall grant you eternal life. I'll give you the pain of endlessly waiting for a beautiful world to finally be built!
And here leaves a lot of questions. Dang. Dang. Are we going to see if it's suggested whether or not Lysandre actually survived or not? Ooh. I might like this a little bit more if they actually show what actually happens of his... Oh.
Let us live forever!
And we don't see what happens. Is that it? Oh, a little bit more.
The Kalos region is shocked by the news of the last week. So today,
Oh, okay, we get a little bit
I'd like to share
more.
a moment with Lysandre from a different time.
Pokemon trainers, listen well. The future isn't decided. You can't be sure each day will be like the one before.
Dang.
You have the potential to change the world. Help build a brighter tomorrow. Adieu.
Dang. Wow. Okay, so there's no mid animated anime scene. There's only like seven Sun and Moon, but dang. Okay, you know what? I like this more than how they did previous episode because we fought, unlike the episode to focus on Lily, we already got that perspective of her character through the games, but Lysandre, this was actually really good. We actually see... Oh, hold on. Stopping at the video. Dang! Wow, okay. This actually puts a whole new... This actually brings a whole new perspective, just like with how they did with Leon. We actually see, finally... We actually see a bit more perspective of Lysandre's character. Reason why the previous episode wasn't that great. Like I said, we already explored Lily's character a fair amount, so we knew about what she was going through. So it wasn't really that fresh. We kind of get a little bit more, but it's just we're not getting new perspective. We already knew Lysandre. This episode, dang, it gives me a whole new perspective of how Lysandre's motives are. It actually makes me appreciate X and Y a bit more because beforehand it wasn't portrayed. They didn't handle his character that well in the original game, so it felt typical. But out here, his motivations is more on to the point of him being he's basically a futurist in a sense. To the point that it's driving to the point that it's not to the point that he's had to go further lengths. So I like this episode a lot. I would say it actually, in a sense, how to describe it? I would actually put this at number 1. Second, Leon, Lily, third of the order of which episodes I like most. Lysandre actually gave a whole new perspective. He actually is motivated by how much he cares for the world. This is actually much different on how the the actual main series anime handled it. Both of them handled it very well. This one actually tried to justify the idea of why Lysandre do it in the games. He feared that everything was gonna how everything he sees currently will go away, and that's a very realistic thought. So I gotta applaud to the team behind this one because dang, this was I actually really like how they did it. It gives me a whole new perspective about Lysandre's character because this is trying to amplify what Game Freak was trying to tell, but they couldn't do. It's different from how the anime did it because in that one he was pushed to how I initially thought of him in the games before evolutions like try to push a justification of his actions. In the main anime, it was if I remember correctly, he Team Flare was actually like a what do you call it a chair. I think Team Flare was actually more like a charity group back then, but then he saw the ugliness and they took the perspective of ugliness in the world into actual real world problems. And he kept seeing more of it. People were being greedy, and that was a really good way of doing his character in that anime. This one handled it differently, trying to differently, but still was actually really good. You kind of get that. You kind of feel sympathetic for it. It's not just it doesn't mean what he tried to do was justified. It just means you kind of understand what he's going through. Oh yeah, I got a message. But yeah, any case, enough of my ramblings. I like this episode. This is probably my best one because it actually make me actually understand Lysandre much more. So the game, how Game Freak try to portray Lysandre, this actually made me appreciate his character more because like I said, he's a futurist. So this is a really I like this episode a lot. So can't wait to see more. Till then. Oh yeah, like I said. Oh yeah. Also, there's the Animal Crossing. It's supposed to come out either 2 weeks from now. I don't know. It's coming out around 5 days before Sora comes out. But till then, see ya.